To the phones we go. Jessica is joining us in Hartford, Connecticut. Jessica, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken. How you doing?
Jessica, I am living the dream. What's going on with you today?
Awesome. So I'm at a career crossroads, and I really think that you can help me today, and I'm so excited to see your thoughts.
Awesome. What do we got?
Okay, so I've been practicing law for 20 years. I may not sound like it, but I have been. I'm a 20-year practitioner. I've come to a point in my career, Ken, that I'm just not happy. I'm not satisfied. In fact, I'm going to work. I'm dreading it.
Mm-hmm.
So the question that I have, and I've done your career clarity guide, is do I stay in law but maybe find a different role that I feel more fulfilled in, or do I bite the bullet and start my own business?
Interesting. Well, you know what it comes down to? It comes down to that mission portion of the career clarity guide, which is what I walk callers through. So you wrote down your top talents, what you do best. You wrote down your top passions, which is the work itself that you love to do most. And then you wrote down the results of your work that matter most. And so I'm curious, is there evidence in your mission column, results that matter most, that leads you towards staying in law, but in a better environment, maybe doing a different type of legal work? Or is it leading you towards starting a specific business? Tell me what you know so far.
Well, working through the guide, the end result was starting my own business.
Oh, interesting. And what type of business?
Okay, so I think it would be stepping a little bit away from the law, Ken, and doing more of being like a risk assessor for businesses to help them kind of navigate away from lawsuits.
Good.
How to avoid them.
I love it.
Right? Instead of saying, hey, let's spend all this money defending and prosecuting suits, why not have the policies and procedures in place and the training and the coaching so that we can avoid this in the future?
I absolutely love it.
And I'm really pumped up and fired about it. And it's like, do I do it? Because, it's a huge risk. For 20 years, I've been, reporting to an executive management team and getting a salary.
Hold on. This is where I'm 100% on board with you. So the answer is, do you do it? Yes. Everybody watching the program right now can hear your voice change when you start talking about it. Your cadence got quicker. Your voice got higher. That's passion. That's enthusiasm. You know the answer to the question. But where you went wrong is you're going, Ken, it's a huge risk. And I say to you, why? Why is it a huge risk? Why do you think it has to be a huge jump off of a cliff? Is there any reason why you have to jump off a cliff to do this business?
I guess not the way that you're saying it. No, because honestly, I could continue working in the field that I am and kind of starting this up on the side without it being a competition, because it's not necessarily practicing law.
It's not.
It's another avenue.
It's straight up consulting. Right. It's you have a legal background, which qualifies you, and what you are doing, you are consulting businesses to help them avoid all the unnecessary liable garbage. We live in we need tort reform in this country so badly. Yeah. It's not even funny, but we are in a litigious society. And the bottom line is there's a huge demand to protect yourself from getting sued over just about anything. And so essentially, many small business owners don't have an in-house counsel, and they may not need it per se. But if you come in and help protect them, I think this is a win-win. So you've already answered your own question. All I would have said was, you're going to start this thing on the side because there's no conflict of interest. In my mind, there wasn't, and you've already confirmed that. So you're going to start doing this now. But guess what? When you decide today to do it, and you are going to decide today to do it, aren't you, Jessica?
I am, totally.
Great. So what's going to happen is the juice that you will feel over seeing your Mount Everest, seeing your future, and then beginning the small steps early and planning it and figuring out how you're going to do it, it's going to make your day much more enjoyable, and you're not going to be miserable anymore because you're going to look at that law job you've got now and go, this is funding my future.
Right.
So,
and it has, because I've been saving for 20 years, every bonus, everything, because I knew someday this day would come. There are so many miserable lawyers out there, Ken.
I know.
And we go to school and we work so hard.
Yeah.
And why would you want to go to work and be miserable?
It's a very good question.
Thank you so much for helping me today. I feel
You're
really
amazing.
pumped about it.
You are amazing. You're preaching through the phone right now. People are hearing you. Why would you be miserable? That's the whole purpose of the Ken Coleman Show, Jessica. So you're amazing. Listen, I'm glad you called, but I want you to hear this. Your fear is natural. But we just tried to make your fear feel silly, and I hope we accomplished that. Because the fact of the matter is, you don't have to leave your lawyer job. You don't have to take a big risk. You're going to try to line up one client, and then a second client, and then a third client, and then a fourth client. And there's going to come a time where you saved up enough money, or you're generating enough money that you can walk into that law firm and go, I'm out. But until then, you're doing both. And you're not going to be miserable anymore because you got meaning. You've got a direction. So go, Jessica, go.